Hello and welcome to Lord of the Board. My name is Sam Smith, and today we are going to be doing an overview and strategy guide for MIM in the new Disney Villainous expansion, Bigger and Badder. Now, Madam Mim is the wicked old witch who relishes in the misery of others. Mim believes herself to be the greatest wizard of all time, but is rivaled only by her arch nemesis, Merlin. Now, the whole goal of Madam Mim is going to be to defeat Merlin at a wizard's duel. And you are going to be doing this by defeating Merlin transformations with your MIM transformations. Make sure you read the entirety of this little player aid that comes with the game. This is going to share with you a little bit about the different setup process for Madam Mim, but I will note a couple of things really quick, that you're going to have two separate decks as Madam Mim. You're going to have the Fate deck, which is going to be 8 cards, and then you're going to have the Merlin transformation deck. It's going to have a different backing, but it's going to look pretty similar, but it's going to just have blue instead of that yellow color on the pattern on the back. Now, when an opponent fates you, they are going to be taking 2 cards just the same as any fate action from that Fate deck, but they will not be touching what is called the Merlin transformation deck with that blue backing. Whenever a Merlin transformation is defeated, you're going to immediately draw a new one from the top of the Merlin transformation deck and place it at the dueling ground. Now, there are going to be times where you actually have multiple Merlin transformations in your realm, and it doesn't matter. Whenever you defeat any of them, you're going to be placing a new one at the dueling ground. So you can have multiple in your realm at once. Now, today we are going to be going through Madam Mim's cards, the 4 locations in her realm, as well as give 3 tips and strategies to play Madam Mim a bit better for your first couple games. So let's get right into the guide. Now, we are going to start off with Madam Mim's transformations. You've got quite a few of them, but they're all going to operate the same. They all give the location that they're at a vanquish action, and they can each be used to only vanquish a certain type of Merlin transformation. But something to note here is that that vanquish action can be used for any of the Merlin transformations in your realm. So for example, you could use the Rattlesnake Mim's vanquish action at the woods in order to vanquish the Rabbit Merlin with your Fox Mim at the dueling ground. Playing these into your realm is going to be crucial and very important because this is the only way that you're going to win the game. Now, one thing to note is that your move, item, or ally action ability, this is actually able to move your MIM transformations. And the only real small strategy tip I have really quickly for you here is that you're going to want to play these into your realm as you get them, because this is going to stop clogging your deck, and you have other cards that you're going to need to get to pretty quickly throughout your deck. Now, the MIM transformations are kind of easy to understand, but the effect cards are really where a lot of the strategy is going to be coming into your gameplay as Madam Mim. And we're going to start off with Magnificent Marvelous Mad. This is a 1 power cost effect card that says shuffle your discard pile back into your deck. Now, this is a situational card that could either be very powerful or pretty useless. This should be used when you realize that you have to go through your entire deck to do what you need to accomplish. Maybe a certain transformation or I'll make the rules is in your discard pile, and you need to get to that really quickly, but you know that there's no more in your deck. That would be a great time to play this in order to just reset and go through your deck again to try and find that transformation. I'm Not Cheating is a 1 power cost card that says look at the top 2 cards of the Merlin transformation deck, return them to the top of the Merlin transformation deck in any order. Now, once again, this is another situational effect card that I would likely discard, unless you have quite a few MIM transformations already on the board. That way you know which one's coming in next and you can plan accordingly. But you have 4 copies of this card, so if you discard it, it's pretty likely that you'll come across it again pretty soon. And then we've got Wizard's Duel. This is a 1 power cost card that says draw the top card of the Merlin transformation deck and play it to the dueling ground. This is one of the main ways that you're going to get multiple Merlin transformations in the board at the same time, and I 100% advise just playing these as they come. You're going to want these Merlin transformations out already because that's going to give you your goals and what you need to do and which Madam Mim transformations you need on the board. So as you get Wizard's Duel, play these out so that you have multiple options on what next to defeat. And then we've got the 2 power cost Battle of Wits effect card, which says draw 4 cards from your deck, then discard 4 cards from your hand. This ability can be really helpful. It helps you churn through that deck really quickly, and it can also help you find those Merlin transformation cards. The only thing to be wary of is that you might have to discard some cards that you didn't want to, so make sure you're playing this at the right time. And it comes with the cost of 2 power, which honestly with most villains I wouldn't say is a very expensive card, but one thing that you'll know about Madam Mim is that she lacks a lot of power in this game, and so sometimes that could actually be the difference between playing a card or getting out another Mim transformation, and you might need that Mim transformation more than you need to search for the next one. And the last effect that we have in Madam Mim's deck is going to be the 4 power cost I'll make the rules card that says defeat any Merlin transformation in Madam Mim's realm. This is by far the most powerful effect card in Madam Mim's deck, but it comes at the cost of 4 power, which like I just said is a really expensive card for Madam Mim's low power income. However, sometimes this is going to be just the quickest way to get rid of some Merlin transformation cards and is one of the best ways to do some combo plays as Madam Mim. Now, one thing about this card is that I wouldn't want to discard it, especially later in the game, because it's essentially a wild Mim transformation that can be used anywhere at any time that you can play it. Honestly, it's just too good to pass up. And now we move on to the condition cards. Now, Madam Mim has 2 different types of conditions. We're going to start with as big as a house. This says during their turn, if another player gains 2 or more power, you may play as big as a house, gain 2 power. Now, like I said, Madam Mim struggles with power gains, so this is actually a really good condition card to have in her deck. One that I would keep around, especially because most opposing villains are going to be gaining power throughout their game. So this is a great way to get some power for the start of your next turn. And then we've got a sporting chance. This says that during their turn, if another player performs a vanquish action, you may play a sporting chance. Choose any card from your discard pile and put it into your hand. Now, this is a really good one because if you have a Madam Mim transformation in your discard pile and you don't want to have to go all the way through your deck or reshuffle it, this is going to be the way to grab that specific card. As well as I would also use this for I'll Make the Rules if you're struggling to get one of them removed and you have an I'll Make the Rules card inside of your discard pile. Those would be the 2 things that you'll want to look out for when using this card. And now we are going to take a look at Madam Mim's realm. She has got the woods, Madam Mim's cottage, the dueling ground, as well as the swamp. Now note, the dueling ground has no action symbols on the top. That's because all of the new Merlin transformations are played here automatically, so it's pretty much always going to be covered. But as a general principle, pretty much all of these locations will likely be covered a lot throughout the game. That is why they only have 1 symbol on the top of each of these locations and 3 symbols at the bottom. So all of these locations are really good for Madam Mim, but there are a few that are really important to keep clear, especially if you want to do some combos. One of them being the swamp here. Now, the swamp is the only location in which you can play 2 cards on your turn. And it also allows you to discard and gain a little bit of power. So the swamp is really important on keeping clear of heroes. Now, the other really powerful location would be Madam Mim's cottage. The reason why this rocks is because you get 2 power that you're guaranteed to gain, because even if it's covered, you're still going to gain that power. You can play a card as long as there's no Merlin transformations there. You can move one of your Mim transformations, and you can also move one of the Merlin transformations. Now, if there's only one Merlin transformation at Madame Mim's cottage, you can move there and you can actually move that Merlin transformation out of the location and then use that play a card action. So Madame Mim's cottage is really good. The swamp is really good, and even the woods and dueling ground, they all come in handy throughout the game. But another thing to note is that wherever you're placing those MIM transformations, that's going to give you a vanquish action at that location, and if you have multiple at the same location, you get multiple vanquish actions. So be keeping that in mind as you play those into your realm. And now I'm going to be giving you 3 strategy tips, starting with my first one being do not hold on to your transformations. You're going to want to get them out as fast as possible. See, there is a fate clock that will be coming around and around, and one of those is to discard your hand and draw 2 cards, being Bird Arthur. This can really hurt if you have Madame Mim transformations in your hand that you need to play out into your realm. Honestly, losing those to Bird Arthur is a pain worse than death. Now, I've been playing MIM quite a bit for a long time, and pretty much always comes down to playing her one of 2 ways. Now, the first way would be to just play out all your Madame Mim transformations at each location as you get them. That way you have a vanquish action at every location, and all of them can be moved around the realm in order to move where you want them to be. But the other option is to just play them all at the dueling ground, because that is where the new ones are all going to be played. Both of these strategies are completely viable, but oftentimes I find that doing a blend of both of these strategies is actually the best in some circumstances, having maybe 3 Merlin transformations at the dueling ground and just having one set aside at a different location to be able to perform a vanquish action there. Now, my last tip with Madame Mim is that you will want to spend some turns just gaining power and discarding your cards. The reason for this is because power gain can be very tricky for Madame Mim, and not having enough power might be the one thing holding you back from winning at a certain point in the game. So sometimes it's good to just take a breather. You gain the power, you discard your cards, or you just gain the power and then wait till next turn, and you just start building up a little bit of a supply of power. Balancing your power income is going to be one of the most important concepts when playing as Madame Mim. Now, I really hope that this video helped you strategize and get a little bit better at playing Madame Mim. And if you have any questions at all, go ahead and drop them down below. But if you did enjoy the video, please go ahead and leave a like. But that is it for Madame Mim. Thank you for watching. Let's go ahead and drop the beat.